Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the post-show live chat, where we're going to be talking about everything that went down in this latest episode of The Bachelorette, Hometowns Week, where there is a lot to talk about, especially at the end there with our Final Four elimination and a new Bachelor announcement. How's everyone doing tonight? It's me, Bachelor Fan Take. So yeah, we've got our final three. We've got a new Bachelor, a new preview dropped, and I think the preview's already out on Twitter and or Instagram. So we can do some live sleuthing really quick tonight. We can get everything in, no problem. Thank you all for joining me. If you are new to these streams, if you're tuning in and you don't know what's up, this is where we're just going to be chatting about the show off the cuff right after it aired. I also post these VODs on my channel for anyone who wants to watch, and if you're someone who's tuning in wondering what the heck is going on here, don't worry, the recap for Hometowns is going to be out anytime, any hour, but let's get into the chatting first with the rules. Number one, please, no posting any blatant spoilers in the chat. Of course, the next Bachelor announcement, which was pretty much official before, is now officially official. All of the above, with the announcement, the preview that came out, anything from a Bachelor or Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelorette, whatever account, social media account, totally welcome. Sleuthing, of course, always welcome. I'm going to do my best to answer any and all questions in the chat. But super chats are going to get priority. I already see that we have a few. And last but not least, be kind to each other, everybody. That's the number one rule of the chat. But, yes, so first off, SHM Design, thank you for your super chat. Sorry I wasn't at the last couple of lives. Don't worry about it. Totally get it. Hope all is well. Still don't understand why Clayton is the next Bachelor. Have a great night. Now, yeah, Clayton, the official announcement came right at the end of the episode, and then we saw in the preview it was a little bit of the men tell all, not really anything new, but they gave us a Bachelor Clayton first look, and that's what we'll cover for the preview breakdown as well on Thursday. But check out this. Check out this. This is the official announcement here, and this is the poster. And I saw this 15 seconds after it dropped. It came up on my feed, and at the exact moment I saw this, Michelle was talking about how Rodney kept discussing himself as the underdog, and he did that way earlier on in the season. Again, it came up this episode. I don't understand why they put everyone loves an underdog with this Bachelor Clayton poster the moment that Rodney got eliminated. Like you could do anything, puppy love, whatever. You can do this poster. I get that they had to drop it tonight. And I really don't have anything against Clayton. I don't have anything against Clayton. I don't dislike Clayton. It's just, come on. Don't have that caption for when Rodney gets eliminated. I don't know, but I guess I don't know what they've been doing with Clayton. He didn't get a lot of screen time all season. He's the Bachelor. It is the way of the world now. Clayton is the next Bachelor. Everyone loves an underdog, and Rodney is the underdog. Rodney's gone. Yeah, well, there you go. And Asiya, thank you so much for the super chat. Good to see you again in the chat. I felt for Rodney, heartbreak emoji. What did you think about Nate's stepdad saying that he has never been in love and that he might not be ready for an engagement? What a preview for The Bachelor. Wow. Yes, so Rodney, personally, one of my favorite guys this season. I just, such a wonderful presence. Just I don't know. He just such a nice guy. Positive vibe. I obviously in comparison to Brandon, Joe, and Nate, I you know I he was the one to go. The least strongest connection, I guess, of the four. But hard to see him go nonetheless because just such a nice guy, such a great hometown. All the hometowns tonight were very wholesome, and I believe that Nate's stepdad was pretty much for the most part just looking out for Nate and being honest and there was there was no negativity in my mind with Nate's stepdad. He was being honest, and he even had that moment with Nate. So I don't think that Nate necessarily is a red flag, I guess, after that. I think they just hyped that up to make some sort of, I don't know, drama for the end of the episode. But we saw that Nate got the second rose. I thought they were going to leave the ending for Nate or Rodney, you know? Like Joe, yeah, great home. They all had great hometowns, but is it between Nate, who had this potential red flag, or Rodney? But no, that Nate got the second rose. As for him never being in love, I have seen a few things pop up here and there about like just because Nate's parents don't know about his love life doesn't necessarily mean that he's not ready for love. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. I think what we're getting is a big setup for the end of the season here. Is Nate going to be ready to propose? I'm pretty confident. We've done some sleuthing that Nate is going to be in the final two. We've got 2 shots in Mexico. They're moving on to Mexico after hometowns. 2 dates with Nate. 2 dates with Brandon in Mexico. So between the two, you know, Nate's going to have that setup of is he going to be ready for engagement? Will that be the cause of their downfall, or will that be the fake out for the end? We'll see. But I don't know. I don't think they're. I'm used to so much more drama from these hometowns where they really push a parent's disapproval or something like that. I didn't, even from Nate's stepdad. I didn't feel that. And Kaleidosaurus X, thank you for the super chat as well. Welcome back to the chat. The fact that they add the clip about the orange swim trunks, at this point I need evidence the producers aren't watching you sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I know. We've had Nate in his orange swim trunks all season long. He is going to be changing. He's going to be wearing some black swim trunks here. But we've got here 2 dates, orange swim trunks, another date, orange swim trunks, and then black swim trunks. But of course, as we all know, that the conspiracy of Tayshia and Caitlyn stealing the men's swim trunks is pretty much confirmed at this point. It's just fact. So thank you for that. And to see it again, thank you for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. I hope that we get to know Clay Toes, ladies. I hope it isn't like Matt's season. Yeah, I hope so as well. I I really hope we don't get a repeat of the of Matt's ladies, Matt's the Queen Victoria, the over the line drama. I'm always good for a messy season. I'm always happy for a messy season as long as we get a little bit of romance and it doesn't go over the line. I felt like the Queen Victoria stuff, the escort stuff for Matt's season, over the line. So I hope we don't get that as well. I really hope. I really hope. And Katie, thank you for the super chat. Always good to see you as well. Using the line from a breakup to give Clayton a personality in an ad is definitely making me reconsider watching anything Bachelor besides YouTube. Yeah, I honestly like it seems part of me is like there's no way it was intentional. It was they had this, they thought puppies with Clayton, everyone loves an underdog. He's the that's the storyline they were trying to set up with him at the end there getting eliminated and final six and hoping for love with all and a family with those children's letters. He's the underdog or something like that. But to have it so prominently put in at the same time with Rodney being the underdog and that was his thing, there's also a part of me that's like, what like, did they actually do that on purpose? Like, what? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I don't blame you, and it's a lot of Bachelor content all in a row. We've had Claire Tayshia season, Matt James season, then a month break or a month and a half or something like that, then Katie season, then Bachelor in Paradise, then a week break, and then Michelle season, then we've got Christmas break, and then Clayton season. So it's a lot. I wouldn't blame you. And Martha Gill, thank you for the super chat as well. Really appreciate it. Let me know if there was a message that was supposed to be attached to that. But otherwise, thank you for the support. Really, really appreciate it. And Maria Hernandez, thank you for the super chat and the support. Really, really, really appreciate that. Rodney really taking our hearts for this episode. The most valuable underdog. I love your content, fan take. I rewatch it almost every day. P.S. Bachelor producers, one question: why him? Yeah. That's a question that a lot of people are having, and I think, and again, the most baffling thing is what editing did they give him? If this is their guy that supposedly they fell in love with, and they said everyone was going to, as well, what happened? Like, support, if you're going to make that choice, you control the narrative here. You control the edits. What's going on? I don't get it. But thank you so much for the support and the kind words. I really appreciate that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Any footage? Someone asking. Any footage of Joe in Mexico? Absolutely. Footage of Joe in Mexico. Right here. And well, it has to be Mexico because they're not going anywhere else. And if you see in the corner there, Joe and Michelle. I included this photo here because it's a much clearer picture of Joe than the corner one there. But in the corner one, there's a palm tree. So, not Minnesota. But tomorrow morning, as far as Clayto goes, he's going to be on Good Morning America. We'll see. We'll see if there's more information about it. But there you go. Yeah, Joe in Mexico and Nate, Brandon. That'll be after the men tell all. I don't know if they are going to include any footage from the episode. Usually they like to do that when there's a cliffhanger. It might just be straight footage. And the Men Tell All is going to be on Monday. So mark your calendars. Men Tell All Monday. Back to a Monday. Dancing with the Stars, I guess, done now. Monday. So, yes. And as far as Joe goes as well, I believe here's another elimination. So this is again footage from the previews with Michelle. You can see the palm tree in the corner. So this is Mexico. We know that this can't be the final rose ceremony with two people. This is Michelle's final rose ceremony. So this is her eliminating someone. I'd wager, I'd bet, in the final three, and I believe that person is going to be Joe, simply because, again, 2 dates, it looks like, with Nate, 2 dates with Brandon. I mean, like, there are theories that this could be the same date, even though Michelle's in different outfits. We've seen the swim trunk debacle stuff all season long, multiple swim trunks and things. I don't know, but no, I think that's the evidence right there. That's the strongest evidence I have that Joe would be going home. I mean, beyond that, we're talking something like, oh, this is the same date and they change, for some reason, or this is the same date, in which case maybe Joe could stay, but no, I think that's our final 2 right there, and this is Michelle sending Joe home. Then we've got the final rose ceremony here, and in the corner is Michelle getting proposed to. Definitely not crying, as if you watched the last preview breakdown, you'll see some of the sleuthing that other people found, not me, other people found online, where Michelle was crying, but it was actually Katie crying from her season preview, The Sound. So, or maybe someone completely different and it was neither of them. But there you have it. So, now let me just double check here. Gonna get set up with oh, and Martha Gill, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Almost missed a couple of super chats there. Do you think producers want to break Clayton? It just doesn't seem fun, just mean. Thank you for all your comments and insights. Break Clayton, like break his spirit, break him down. That's why they wanted to choose him. I think they wanted to it seems like they wanted to get back to the typical Bachelor that we've had time and time again. And so they chose him, before we got to the final 4, or before we got to the final 3. Like they chose him right away. They announced it early, so people got used to it, and put it out before we got to the point where people are normally like this person or that person for The Bachelor. Usually that's when we're at the final 3 or final 2. But if you get it out early, people have already accepted it before it gets to the final, stretch, and we really see one person get heartbroken because, if it gets to, right now it's Joe, Nate, Brandon, and whatever combination of these men it gets to for the finale for the final 2, there will be people saying the runner-up should be the next Bachelor, or maybe this final 3 elimination of Joe, getting to an emotional, sad ending is going to have people going Joe for Bachelor, or if this whoever this is, I think it's Joe, but Nate for Bachelor or Brandon for Bachelor, and then no, it's already Clayton. It's already Clayton. So that I think they picked Clayton, and because Clayton only got so far, they get it out early. It undercuts anyone else's idea of who should be the next Bachelor because it's already picked. So we can't root for any of these three men. These three men. Or Rodney. Can't do it. It's too late. We already have Clayton. And Think Story, thank you for the super chat. Is it 2 episodes next week? I don't know. I don't think so. I just heard Monday. I think it's just Monday. But maybe I'm wrong. I'll figure that out. Unless someone in the chat already knows. But no, I think it's just one episode, just the tell-all. Because to me, at least, without knowing any official announcement, we've got next week the 6th, I guess, tell-all. Then the week after that, the 13th, final 3, and then or 14th. I don't know what they're gonna do if they're going back to Mondays from this point on. 13th, 20th, finale. But they're doing the Facts of Life live on Tuesday. Okay. All right, there you go. So it's only Monday next week. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. You're great. Here, let me see. How are we doing on a preview, just to make sure we know? Yeah, okay. Clayton's one is up. By the way, I really know nothing about Clayton's women, the contestants on Clayton's season. So this will be a real fresh one. I haven't done my typical pre-season research because we've been so busy. So I'm got some extra work for the next day on top of the recap, getting into the cast for the season. But we are look at that. We are at almost the half-hour mark of the night. So that means time for a little bit of the Bachelor news of the week, which was a pretty busy week, like last week. So we're gonna still be talking about when it went down last week in the Bachelor world. Most of what went down is in my latest video, the couples update. Yes, Zach and Tayshia broken up, but the main thing to add with the John and Katie dating story is that John posted a letter, I guess, to Reddit. A letter from John to Reddit, basically explaining the situation. If you don't know what went down, Katie Thurston, Bachelorette, posted 12 days of messy on her social media accounts. And there she basically matched a song from Taylor Swift's Red Album to 12 of her exes from the show. And while many thought The Last Day was going to be a song about Greg, nope, it was about John. The song Begin Again and announcing their relationship. And there's been subsequent posts confirming their relationship after that. And John posted to Reddit. You can go to Reddit and read the whole letter. I'm not going to post it here because it's long. It is long. And basically defending the relationship. Who the heck is John? John went home. Rose ceremony number 2. But he basically says he's defending the relationship. He says there's no wrongdoing going on. There was no wrongdoing that happened between Katie and John prior to Katie and Blake's ending of their engagement. That's what he says. And really I don't know, he's reaching out here to Reddit. We know that Katie hates Reddit. She hates Reddit, which I don't get. What's Reddit, is no different than any of the other social media platforms. I guess the difference is she doesn't make money off of Reddit. You can't go out and hate Instagram. Facebook is horrible for Bachelor stuff. Twitter is no different than Reddit. It's all anonymous. And Instagram is horrible as well, but influencers make money off of Instagram. They have their ads and their posts and stuff like that on Instagram. That's where their big following is. So they're not going to say I hate Instagram. Katie has vocalized hate for Reddit. Obviously, Reddit is a place where you get the good and the bad. You get the people who defend you. You get the people who post their anonymous opinions and, whatever. But I wonder if John was reaching out to Reddit as a gesture, Katie, I'm going to talk to Reddit or something like that. And while, John seems like a nice guy, his intentions, are to, I don't know, defend Katie or something like that. At the end of the day, it should have been Katie who reached out of anyone, because John's not the one who broke off an engagement, and the discussion of emotional cheating, I think there definitely was emotional cheating there, because Katie and Blake broke off so quickly, and John and Katie were hanging out for so long. They technically have sightings dating back to June 14th. June 14th, a week after the season premiered. That we know of. So, certainly, I personally am going to take their word. There was no physical cheating, but there was emotional cheating. Absolutely. There's no way that these two were hanging out so much, and obviously Katie's going through a breakup and things are complicated, but there's no way that Katie breaks up with Blake and then they look at each other and go, oh, we have feelings now, and then start dating. And that they planned for him to be the end of 12 Days of Messy. So 12 day, day one from the 12 Days of Messy, they were already together. So I just think, yeah, there was some emotional cheating going on there. For how long, we don't know. And well, I'm sure there'll be more tea going on, but check out the letter on Reddit. Otherwise, for more details on the John and Katie stuff, the Zach and Tayshia breakup, and some of the Hannah Brown tea, the Hannah Brown Peter tea that came out, check out my latest video. But yes, we have a preview to get to. So that's the end of the Bachelor Nation news of the week. There's probably a little more Bachelor Nation news, but we don't got time for that. Nope, that's not the button I wanted to press. Nope, that's not the button I wanted to press. Whoop. Yes, I did see also Pappy, who is Dean and Kaylin's dog, passed away just recently, really, really recently, which sucks. Absolutely sucks. As a dog dad, Like, I don't even I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to think about it. So that happened. And yes, someone saying Blake is done with the franchise according to his time on the Talking It Out podcast. The rumors of him being the next Bachelor after Clayton, because the rumors are they are going to do a second Bachelor season instead of the typical Bachelorette season in May or June or whatever. That there are a couple of names have been popped out, thrown around. Blake's is one of them. But he says he's done with the franchise. He doesn't want to do Bachelor or Bachelor in Paradise. According to him, who knows what the reality of it is. Who's Pappy? Pappy is Dean and Kaylin's dog. Dean and Kaylin from Bachelor in Paradise, couple still together. They were at the end of Bachelor in Paradise. They were the people who introduced the fantasy suite dates. They came in. They have a dog. Their dog passed. So, all right. It's time to get into a little bit of sleuthing. Let's take a look here. We've got an early preview up, which they do sometimes. Keep messing this up. Which they do sometimes when there are these season previews. So, we got it up nice and early tonight. Let's grab these big old headphones and let's take a look. Let's see early impressions. This is really fresh for me because I don't know the names of any of the women from the season. So we're going to be going off of... let's see if we can get a better look here. Looks like that's the deal. Don't know any of the names of the women. Don't know really any information at all. Apart from a few things, like I've heard that they're doing a lot more travel. I had someone in my real like someone not from Instagram DMs or tweets or anything like that reach out, like a person that I know talk to me about a sighting of Clayton in Toronto, because I'm Canadian, so and I'm from Ontario, so I know that they travel, but otherwise don't know a whole heck of a lot. Why don't we take a look at this this first look for Clayton's season.
The Bachelor returns.
This is so cool.
There you go. We've got the CN Tower. I know it well. Fun fact: I used to be a tour guide in Toronto. So I would walk around this area down here all the time. That was a few years ago, quite a few years ago, but but you know, you don't need to be a tour guide in Toronto to recognize the CN Tower, which so that's that'd be really cool. It's the first time like I think in the since I've been doing the channel that I will, like, where I have lived for a portion of my life is going to be on the show. So So they're doing a
Bachelor returns.
Baywatch.
So cool.
I'm just a Midwest guy from Missouri that just wants to find love.
Yeah, we're seeing
And
tons
I
of travel.
believe more than anything that my future wife is here.
Another shot of the CN Tower in the background here for this one-on-one date. Yeah, the sleuthing's going to be really interesting because we've got places all over. We've got you know,
Find love.
like where would this be? You know,
And I believe
what is this location? This looks very this looks like somewhere they're traveling outside the States. We're going to be pinpointing stuff like that because traveling outside the States, you know, if it's a European spot, could be farther down the line. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
wife is here. Wow, it chills.
You're fake, you're two-faced, I'm done.
I don't trust her as far as I can throw her.
Keep my name out of your mouth. Are you kidding?
That girl will do whatever it takes.
Yeah, well, so we got drama. We'll start recognizing these faces because the ones caught up in the drama, especially this like middle of the pack sort of drama, you know, could be a bad sign. We'll see. Unless there's some preview footage to come. I'm sure we'll get a lengthy season preview at the end of Michelle's season. So.
Girl will do whatever it takes.
She it up for everybody. I'm done. It's over. I'm just so broken.
There you go. So there you go. Could mean anything, could mean everything. She effed it up for everybody. Seems like if this is a soundbite that matches up, like if he's saying this in this moment and this is not some like, I don't know, end of the season something and they just plop on the she effed it up for everybody thing on top of it, this bit would probably be middle of the pack. She effed it up for everybody. You know, if there's that large of a group. But, yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm excited for the travel. That's more fun to sleuth out. Like, figuring out where people are and aren't, you know, going along in the season and pinpointing, well, we haven't been to this location, we haven't been to Toronto yet. I'd have to wonder if Toronto's going to be a location somewhere in the early mid of the season. If they're showcasing Toronto this early, we'll see. Because this is really obvious, you know. It'd be like showing the Statue of Liberty in a shot. And you go, oh, they go to New York, you know? CN Tower. Oh, they go to Toronto. But we do know that the season starts in at the Bachelor Mansion. So it's just a short little first look to accompany the announcement of Clayton as the Bachelor. We're going to start January 3rd. Monday. Back to Mondays. Next week, Monday as well. So, couldn't tell you a single person's name at this point. But I'm going to break out my notebook. I'm going to get to studying tonight because we've got a preview breakdown for 2 days from now, where it's going to be time to learn. Who is it who said, I hope the season's not like Matt James's? Me too, but but there's some drama. There's some drama. There's a thumbnail for you. So we'll see. We'll see what the season has to offer. We're gonna be there. Live streams, recaps, preview breakdowns. Yeah. Oh, and yes, someone mentioning in chat as well to cut back to this season, to Michelle's season. This spot with Nate. This was in the previews a bunch where Clayton called someone and it cut to Nate, an actor. And Nate was like, "What?" And then they never showed it in the episode. That was something that didn't make it into the final cut. Maybe because it made Clayton look bad. Maybe there's just not enough time. Maybe it was just a random thing to hype up previews. But it was cut. It was cut. It was Chris S. Did someone? Yeah, maybe it was Chris S. So here's the thing: if it was Chris S. And I don't know that. I'm guessing that it's been released or something like that. Or there's some footage or something. Maybe Chris is an actor. Well, the one thing that I don't get then is why. So if Clayton was calling someone an actor and it was Chris S., why didn't they put that in? Because that would make Clayton look good, right? Like, the edit was Chris S. bad. They want Clayton to look good. They couldn't have, like, fit in a little moment where Clayton's, doing that. Get people on Clayton's side. So we got some, I don't know. I just don't understand it. Why this Clayton's their guy. Pump him up, Like, they have all the editing power in the world, but they, and it's not like they didn't have time to fit that into the narrative. They can still do Michelle's romance, the storylines of the season, and make Clayton look good. Because this is a unique position where they knew who they were going to select right from the start. A lot of previous seasons of The Bachelor, Bachelorette, they don't know who they're going to pick until right near the end. Right at the end. Sometimes it's like by the men tell all, they kind of know. Sometimes it's not till after the final rose. Sometimes it's later. But this is a time where they knew who they were going to pick while they were filming the end of the season, and before the first episode aired, I think. So I don't know why they didn't change things for Clayton. Because they started filming Clayton's season at a certain point. So even if they didn't have, I feel like it was before the first episode aired. So they knew they had time to give him a better edit. I don't know. And it's not like there wasn't footage to do this with, There's Clayton got a better Bachelor edit in the previews than he did in the actual show. Like, there's footage from the previews that they cut of Clayton, like, having fun, playing basketball from, like, the second group date. Just didn't put it in. Just cut it. So I don't know. Again, I personally don't have anything against Clayton just... Anyways. Yes, the preview Bachelor edit. That's where the real Bachelor edit lies. Apparently, for this season, that's the case. But, alright, we're coming now to the end of the stream. We got a nice little look at Clayton's season. First look. That's what the preview breakdown is going to be for Monday, or so, for Thursday. Because there's no real preview footage for the Men Tell All, you know? They reuse footage for the Men Tell All pretty much every year, or the Women Tell All, and that's what they did this time. There's nothing new to go over. We pretty much know that they're headed to Mexico. I'm sure they're gonna announce something, or maybe they'll have a little bit of footage for the new for the next episode, the final 3 area at the Men Tell All. But we know they're going to Mexico. We know that Joe, Nate, and Brandon are going to be having dates, and that likely, if these 2 bits of footage are to be believed, that this right here is going to be Michelle sending Joe home. There's your preview breakdown for next episode. Pardeep for Bachelor, Pardeep for Bachelor. And Maria Hernandez, thank you for the super chat again. What would be your one question to Bachelor producers when asking about why they picked Clayton for Bachelor? It would be this: why did you pick Clayton for Bachelor? You know what I actually really, really want? I really want a Bachelor announcement, like, live stream or something. I want them, every time they pick a lead, whether it's Katie, whether it's Michelle, whether it's Clayton, whether it's Matt James, whether it's Peter, whoever, to go, this is why we picked this person. We picked this person because this person and this person didn't want to be the Bachelor. And just give some explanation. Something. Even if half the time it's BS. Just give us, like, an explanation as to why you chose this person. Like, come out and say, we chose Clayton because of this and this reason. And even if that's BS, we can decide, we can suss out if it's BS or not, and then, you know, get a little information after that. I want production to come out and give an official statement, a State of the Union, as to why they picked a lead. So we can have an understanding. And it's not like we don't have to jump to conclusions like, oh, you picked Clayton because he's white. You know? We give us a reason to believe otherwise. Otherwise, we're going to have to assume certain things. So that's what I would want them to do. Like, about why they picked Clayton for The Bachelor. I guess my question would be why not? If I had to ask them a question, it wouldn't be why did you pick Clayton. It would be why not Rodney, Joe, Nate, or Brandon? Or why not Mike Johnson? Why not Mike Johnson now or then? But yeah. And yeah, you know, but who knows? So much of the next season is going to be dependent on not just Clayton, but the cast as well. So it can still be an entertaining season. There's more than just one element to a Bachelor season. That's why when I grade the seasons, I don't grade it just on, like, how was Clayto? So, but, hey, you know, next Bachelor, next Bachelor, because apparently that's the rumor. Could be could be any of those guys again. So that's it for tonight. Thank you all for joining me for the live stream, for chatting, super chatting, live sleuthing a little bit for Clayto's season. Stay tuned tomorrow for the recap of Hometowns, and then after that, we're going to be doing a preview breakdown on just Clayton's season, the first look, because we got nothing for Michelle's season, and I promise I will I will know some of the names of these people. So thank you all for joining. Thank you Think Story for modding, as always. Check out his YouTube channel for Ending Explains, recaps of non-Bachelor related stuff. He's pretty much does it all. Stay tuned tomorrow for the usual videos and all that. Follow my socials, follow my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and until next time, Bachelor Fan Take out.